All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another new day. It is Wednesday, 9:17 a.m. We're gonna dive into it. Before we do, all right. There's a charts. Don't go nowhere. There's a charts. But before we do, I have to go over our verse of the day. And it says this: This is the confidence we have in approaching God. If we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. And man, I love this. I love this. And you could read this and be like, man, according to His will, what about ours? So He won't hear us if it's not in His will. Well, the thing is, He loves us, right? He loves us enough to know what's best for us better than we do, than we know ourselves. So I'm going to trust this, right? And with that, if it's within His will, honestly, even today, to just sit here and be in the charts, then I'm going to ask Him for wisdom and patience and clarity. So, and that's what we're going to do. But that's the verse of the day, comes from First John 5:14. And before we do, let's dive right into it in prayer. Father, thank you for this morning. Thank you for the opportunity that we get to be here to sit in the charts, Father. Lord, I pray that you give us the right time to be here, the right time to get off. Father, give us wisdom. Lord, give us a clarity, Lord, and in the charts, Father, God. And if it's within your will, God, guide us through this. And I pray for everyone that's watching, Lord, that you also keep them, give them clarity, keep them safe, Lord. Keep their emotions intact, Father. God, I thank you for this day. I thank you for this opportunity that we get to be here. In Jesus' name, Amen. All right, let's dive into it. What's next? Let's go. Let's check out Forex Factory. There it is. We've got 9:45, 9:40. So shortly after open, we'll have some news, and that'll be good. We'll have some news, and that'll be good. And then lastly, let's check out. Okay, there's a bunch of calls going on. Perfect. After close, Texas Instruments is, yeah. I mean, Chipotle, IBM, Discover. Nothing crazy, right? Yesterday, Tesla. We'll talk about that in a second. Tesla. What else do we have? Oh, okay, okay. That'll be interesting. Whatever that. I don't even know what that is. As far as like, is that the Nasdaq as a market as a whole? I don't know what that is. Or is that just the um whatever. Anyways, let's dive into it. What happened yesterday? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Here we go. So on the daily, actually, it hasn't opened for me yet. Okay, so Tesla pushed right back up to these highs, right back to where it was basically right before the drop. So it just kept pushing, and that's what it's doing now. You can see Amazon, Apple, everything is pushing up, which, you know, makes sense. I would want to see us, honestly, if we can push higher on Nvidia, that would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice. Rebalance all of that. Now let's look at the crypto market for a moment. Look at this. What was the high of this one? 94,500. Y'all, if you guys are not on the Discord, 94,500. I said curious at 94,600 on Bitcoin as its first location for reactions. Y'all need to join the Discord. I'm serious. It's free and there's so much value in there. So go check it out. Absolutely free. What else? What else? What else? All right, so now let's get to it. Metals. We talked about this 4.5 location, right? This from our standard deviation location on a sort of high. It is a high time frame, but it's not really the highest time frame. Here is the highest time frame that I'm looking at. Now this is, you're like, holy crap. Well, there's our finishing location, if that's really where we want to go to. That is that's the extreme that the chart wants to show me. And that's where I would be looking for price, especially with this run that gold has had, right? So yeah, I'd expect a long from here, push above, right? Something like this. And this is what I want to see. I want to see gold and then reject. And then do something stupid. That's what I want to see from gold. Right? We have SMT, so it's coming close. It's coming close. It's happening. Beautiful SMTs all over the place for gold. Now here's what that means, right? If gold drops, then we might be seeing other people put their money somewhere else. So 9:24. I'll be here till 10:10. That is my goal. That is my goal. What am I looking for? Let's see. Let's look at let's take a look at what we have here. I think it's important for hide all. There we go. So let's take a look at it this way. What do we have? What do we have here? Guys, remember we have something really important here. We have this high and we have these highs right here, right? We have that same high there. And we have those same highs right there. We have that high right here. And we have those same highs right here. Right? We have those highs there and those same highs right here. So where are we sitting right now? Well, currently we're sitting on a beautiful, that's an ugly color. We are sitting on a beautiful SMT. SMT there, SMT there, SMT there, SMT there. Where is this SMT taking place? Right at 50% of this move here. 50% of this move, right? Maybe like right here. 50% of this move, 50% of this move, which includes Mr. Trump's candle. So that's what I'm looking at. Let's take a look here. Let's zoom out on the weekly for a second. On the weekly, we are still below a very important area, which is right here. We are right around here, right? And then on RTY, like, look at these lows here, and then on right here. Right, as soon as we start to cross above these, then I'd be looking for something else. But right now, on a higher time frame, at least, like, yes, maybe today we'll still get some bullish action. On a higher time frame, on the other hand, I don't know. Like right now, this is bearish. We're trading into a weekly gap on RTY. Everything else, that gap is right here. You know, that gap is here. There's no gap on NQ. So let's look at it that way. Let's look at it that way for a moment. Let's go like this. Ready? Let's get rid of that. Oh, not that one. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So if we look at it this way, here's a weekly gap. There's our weekly gap there. Here's our weekly gap here. There is no weekly gap there, and there is this weekly gap here. There it is. Let's drop to the 90-minute, and you can see where those land, meaning we are inside of the weekly gap on RTY, right? I want to see a second SMT, so meaning at open I want to see us drop and then push higher, then I'd be looking for shorts. But right now, nothing. Or if we get an SMT to the downside, I'd be looking for longs. Right? If we get something like this, and then we don't get that on, I'd be looking for longs. But here's the thing, though. Why would I be looking for shorts at this moment? Well, what's the only reason I'd be looking for shorts in this moment? Well, let's see. We have sequential SMT, right? We have a weekly sequential SMT. We have it, and I'm gonna mark it here because that's the only one I care about right here. Weekly cycle sequential SMT, right? We also have another high time frame SMT. This is simply an SMT. Here's our SMT. Okay. So we have two SMTs here on a higher time frame, right? 2.5. Target's been met on this, but not this. So yes, we have, let's see, what do we have here? We have SMT, just not sequential. There is SMT, but it's not sequential. Yeah, we have SMT, but it's not sequential. So the SMT is right here. This is SMT, but it's not sequential. So again, we do have a sequential bearish SMT. Dude, what the heck? What is going on? Get out of here with that bull crap. Definitely did not buy or sell anything. Oh, shift S. Okay. SMT. Okay, I just need to be careful with that. SMT here. There's our SMTs right here. So what do I want to see? I want to see us come back and take this SMT. That's all I want to see. Do we take this SMT here? Yeah, this is better. Let's drop down to the 30-minute. And now we can start to find, like now we can look and see what price is gonna do. It's 932. We haven't had any real displacement on the upside. 15-minute. Yeah, nothing really going on right now. RTY is just pushing higher. So yeah, this looks good. Inside a new week opening gap, inside a weekly fair value gap. Yeah, this is looking good. But there's nothing here for me right now in terms of structure. It's just pushing up. We have a PSP here, PSP here. I think this is a PSP. Yeah. Cool. So now what? Now we watch. Now we just sit here, watch, let price deliver, and do the thing, you know. But in the meantime, guys, go ahead and like and subscribe. It'll help me a lot. It'll help me a lot. And then also, if you want to join the Discord, it is the first link right in the description below. So join that for absolutely free. All right. Yeah, just pushing higher here. Holy crap. These are gonna, I think these could get invalidated quickly. These SMT legs, right? We are inside of a weekly gap, inside of a daily gap. So this looks pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, there's a gap there. I mean, this looks pretty good. Yeah, this looks good. Previous yearly lows are right there. That looks really good. Inside of a BPR. This looks, yeah, this looks clean, guys. Not gonna lie, look at this 3 week right here. That's a 3 week right there. There's a 3 week there. There's a bunch of BPRs here. Good morning, baby. There's like 4 beep. There's like, look, 1 for Valley Gap, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is an area that previous yearly lows are an area that I want to see price bounce, really bounce from. But we also have this BPR on the 3 week time frame that we're in, which is also really good. 3 week BPR. Yeah, this is good. Let's look at it on the 3 minute. Nothing yet. Where is the sweep of this right here? Okay, so it's right here. This is the sweep right there. So let's take a look at it. Now here's what I don't think we're gonna see an SMT here. I don't think we'll see an SMT. Yeah, we won't see an SMT here. Yeah, there's gonna be no SMT here, guys, so just be careful with it. There's an SMT to the upside. Yep. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right. ES is about to take previous weekly highs. Wow. Yeah, there was absolutely nothing here for me. If you caught this, good on you, but man, this is, yeah, 9:40. Remember, 9:45 is coming up for news. $9:45 is coming up for news. Yeah, this doesn't sit, like, all of this just doesn't sit right. This is just like a temporary, high for the market. There's no reason for this. There is absolutely no reason for this. There's another SMT there. Yeah, this is just SMT City right now. And now you could be like, oh yeah, I'm going to catch this, but you're really not going to catch this. Our CISD right now is currently, okay, it's sitting right there, but I want to see this one. All right, 940 is here. 3M, Capital One, Palantir shares. AI powered comeback. Cool. There's a PSP here. Yeah, back up here. Hi. PSP. Let's see which one do I expect to give us a SMT, maybe NQ, bro. What is going on here with this yearly? Oh, time frames, huh? Okay, yeah, time frames. The yearly don't work on that 30-second though.
It was always Amsterdam, where we would put the distance to an end. We had a plan.
Yo, this is, oh man, I don't trust this for sure. This has been rebalanced. There we go. This is previous month low right here. Well, close. Not yet. Not yet, at least. Yeah, this is the place I'd expect price to. Just give us something else. Give us one more leg up. One more leg up. One more leg up. That's all we need. One more leg up and we're good. Either to 2, 2.5, or 4. Okay. China tariffs to the escalate. White House considering slashing China tariffs. So Trump does not want to fire Jerome Powell. Cool. That's good. But this feels, man, this does not feel good. I'm telling you, this does not feel good. Let's look at it on a macro time frame. Look at this. This, ah man, this just does not feel good. Well, let's just for the heck of it measure this. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, here it comes. What time is it? 9:45. Yep. 10:10. So here's supposed to be news. Yeah, here's news. There's SMT here. But I'm looking for SMT here if we don't get it. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, one more, just brah. Mm.
Your eyes get tired just past 9. And shoulders get
This is a paper trade. I'm just testing stuff, guys. Don't do this.
cry. Kids call for daddy when he turns the light. We used to fly. Someday the stars will shoot us back. And I wear my heart, you wear black. From this side,
Oh, R21 might give us this SMT because this looks like trash. 80. Okay. 34 orders there. 51 orders at 80 right here. It'll pop. Yeah, there it is. 150 orders on 100. Oh shoot. All right, right here. This thing is gonna, yeah. This thing will eat through all of these. Yeah. RTY is giving us that SMT at this point. I want another one that goes in SMT, and then we could see some action to the downside. 950, here it comes. 950 is almost here, you guys. 950 in about 20 seconds. Here's 950. Let's see. I want to see a huge push to the upside here. And then we drop here.
World's getting colder. I need a shoulder. 'Cause I'm getting older. World's getting older. Does anybody have the right way? Figure out all the misery, all the envy, all the jealousy, all the conspiracy. If the world
So now we know what we're looking for at this point. We're just gonna wait. So there's our SMT with an SMT, right? So if we look at it, Do I have my micros? No, micros? No, nope, I don't. I thought I did. I thought I did. No microcycles? That sucks. Anyways, two and a half that I wanted to see. Basically got an entry right above at -1 standard deviations from this leg, which was a manipulation leg to the upside. And then -2 just because I didn't want to see -4 get hit on these. I would however want to see -4 get hit on maybe RTY, right? So this is why I'm okay risking this and just giving this a try. And you can see that for so far this has been just our drawdown. Now we can come back up and get stopped out, no doubt, but I'm looking at it this way. You've got, man, let me see, can I get quarterly show? Yeah, show 90-minute. Where's our micro sessions? Oh, okay, let me use this one. Copy, paste. We'll see if we can use this one. Show the micro and the 90. Here we go. So yeah, we have an SMT between this. So a micro session SMT, right? That's all we have right now. Micro session SMT. On a 5-minute time frame, this is what it looks like. So high, low, high. So my actual SMT is right here on a 5-minute. This is only confirmed if we close below this. As soon as we close below this, I'll let this thing run. Perfect. Lines up perfectly with previous day highs. Yeah, this looks really good. And so this is what I would take. Right? This is what I would take. You can move your stop loss at certain points, but you know, I think at this point, if you're confident enough that this is going to be a protected high, you can just move it down here, right? Boom, and there's your entry. But I'm gonna leave it up here for now at -2 standard deviations until we close below. Yeah, this is perfect. Same SMT right here. Right, we have SMT, measure that, -2 takes us here, and so then that's why I wanted to see price come back up. What the heck?
I've been thinking too much, so I'll say over and out. If only I believed my advice.
Now let's look at it. Let's look at this to the bullish side for a moment. And honestly, I probably should have done this beforehand as far as me looking at price. No SMT here. No SMT here. This is what doesn't make sense. We just keep pushing for no reason. No SMT here. PSP here. Okay. This is a PSP right here. Yep, 4.5. Perfect. What else do we have here? Another PSP. Yep, another PSP here. 4.5. Perfect. So everything's concluding into this area, right? Let's measure this. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be 2.5, or 4. What is this? Nope. Okay. Here's 10 a.m. and then 10:10 I'll be heading to the group to stream this. Is that a second? There's our SMT right there. There's our SMT. I like this. I do. I like this. And if we would have moved it here, we would have gotten stopped out. SMT. Boom. We can measure this. Boom. Two and a half previous week, 50%. That looks good. Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, at this point, we can just sort of dynamically move our take profits and everything else to wherever we see price delivering, right? So we just got this manipulation leg. If we close below this, then we can then we can put our stop right above here, right? Knowing that this is a protected high. Measuring this takes us to -2 standard deviations. Does this make sense? Yes, it makes sense. Perfect. This move took us down here. I would still like to see this move, but the new sort of how price is printed right now, this is our new SMT, right? Or sorry, this is our new manipulation leg. This was the first one, right? And that's all we could go by. That's where we got our price, right? And then we had our second one. Boom. And I like this one. I like this one. All right, 10:02. 10:02 is coming up. I'm gonna be heading to the group here in a second. Yep. All right. Now we're streaming into OBS and into the group. Sick. Oh, man. And honestly, yeah, that would be it. That would be it. Yeah, at this point I'd feel comfortable taking this stop loss right there. I would feel comfortable taking that stop loss right there. So we're gonna do de-risk. We're gonna de-risk this at, what's the high of this candle? 145.
She will say, can I go?
And now our risk is 277 bucks with 50 cents. And that's it. And if I get stopped out, I like this. My initial risk was 500. right? And so that would be the play. That would be kind of the play that I let happen, really. Now, let's just say if I wasn't in this trade yet, I would wait for price to come back into here, right? I would let price come back into here, right into here. Anywhere from here to here, right? Maybe you can scale in. And then let's look at the 15-second. Yeah, you could scale in. Scale in there. Scale in here and here. Let's look at the 5-second. You can't catch this on the 5-second. Like, there's no way you can catch that. I would scale here with my stop right here at 128. Oh, I like this actually. Yeah, I like this. And this looks good. Entry here. Stop loss up there. Scale in. That would be the only way I get in, right? 1, 1, 3. Stop up there. If I wasn't in here already. That would be the only way that I get in.
Why him too young, too soon? I don't wanna be the adult in the room.
Yeah, SMT here. I don't think we're coming back up.
Can he go? Oh, the green awaits.
Yeah, SMT here. Okay.
And I'm sure he smiled outside
Yep.
Golden Gates.
Could see that come back into my entry. Yeah. This looks pretty good, not gonna lie. Another SMT there. Oof, this one might take me out if it completes, but so that's how I'm looking at price right now.
You and I got the same kind of sorrow, thoughts sparking in the middle of the night. I've been thinking about all our tomorrows, how what you're feeling is as old as time. There's a blue moon on the rise, let's take a chance, slip your heart in mine. both been stealing from our own supply, but that's the architecture of a worried mind. The architecture of a worried mind.
All right, one more minute and I'm out of here. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments or on the chat. If you haven't already, go ahead and join that. Join the group. It's awesome. It's free.
Your heart is a front door that shuts in a hurry. Your eyes are the windows that only see what walls so thick, ceiling so high. It's the architecture of a worried mind. It'll all pass, just give it time. Don't need to see the sky to know it's blue. I don't need the hard times to trust in you. Don't need nobody to tell me my truth. The winds of change always blow towards you. It's a coming and a going.
Yeah, I like this. I like this, y'all. This is
Everything's just passing through. Never been
this looks good.
follow the rules. The new resistance is loving you. The new resistance is loving. Gotta just run wild sometime. Like a wild dog,
All right, while we do this, let's see what else is happening. Oh, Amazon, some sort of SMT, Tesla, Amazon. Okay. This is a place where I would short this crap. I would go like this. Stop loss right up there, and take profit is gonna be way down here. That's where my stop loss would be. Oh, sorry, my take profit.
like wild dogs in the middle of the night. Sometimes
72,
like you're running for your
right there.
don't know whether to fly or fight. It's the architecture of a world.
Yes, sir.
Your heart is a front door.
Yes, sir. That's where I would put it. That's what I would do. Honestly, you'd probably get a retracement into here, bounce up, and then so this may not even complete. This will take a couple weeks or days. So really, today I would probably just go like this. Merp. Take that. Now, I didn't know it was 10, but whatever. You guys get the idea. All right. Well, anyways, that's the trade. We'll see how it plays out. You see my stop location, everything. That's I'm not gonna really move it. Yeah. So, anyways, go enjoy your day. Have a good one, and I will talk to you guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care, team.